He wasn't born to a throne. He carved one from the mountains of Maharashtra, with fire in his heart and freedom on his sword. Let me take you back to 17th century India, a time of immense chaos and political instability. The Mughal Empire loomed large in the north, expanding ruthlessly under the might of Aurangzeb. In the south, the Adil Shahi and Nizam Shahi sultanates ruled with cruelty and cunning. All around, warlords fought over land, gold, and power, but few fought for the people. Few dreamed of a kingdom rooted in justice, self-rule, and dignity. And then, a boy was born. In 1630, in the hill fort of Shivneri, nestled in the rugged terrain of Maharashtra, a child named Shivaji Bhonsale came into the world. His father, Shahaji Bhonsale, was a Maratha general serving the Bijapur Sultanate. His mother, Jijabai, was a woman of fierce faith and unshakable resolve. It was she who planted the seeds of greatness in Shivaji's mind, not through sermons but stories. Stories of Lord Ram, of Arjun, of valor and virtue. While other boys played with wooden swords, Shivaji listened. He absorbed. He envisioned. He wasn't drawn to the opulence of court life or the comforts of wealth. He was drawn to the land, the hills, the people, the soul of Maharashtra. Even as a child, he understood something profound, that the land did not belong to kings or invaders. It belonged to those who lived and died defending it. At just 15, Shivaji seized his first fort, Torna. It was more than a victory, it was a declaration. A boy with no army, no kingdom, no noble title had dared to dream, and he would not stop. What followed was a revolution unlike any the subcontinent had seen. Shivaji began capturing forts not by brute force, but through strategy, negotiation, and lightning raids. He recruited local youth, trained them not only to fight, but to believe. His army wasn't just military, it was a movement. He invented guerrilla warfare in the Indian context, swift, unexpected, precise. His men knew the land like their own veins. They struck and disappeared like ghosts. He turned the very geography of Maharashtra into a weapon. But Shivaji was more than a warrior. He was a visionary statesman. He built a system of governance rooted in efficiency, justice, and merit. He protected women, banned their enslavement in war, and punished any soldier who disrespected civilians. He respected all faiths, employed people from all communities, and ensured that Swarajya, self-rule, meant rule for all. And then came one of his most legendary moments. The mighty Mughal general Afzal Khan was sent to destroy him. A towering man, ruthless and cunning, Afzal Khan called Shivaji for a meeting under the guise of truce. Everyone expected Shivaji to be overpowered, but Shivaji wore armor under his clothes. He carried a tiger-claw dagger hidden in his hand. When Afzal Khan struck, Shivaji didn't flinch. He countered with speed and precision. The giant fell. The Mughals were stunned. From that day, the legend of Shivaji the Fearless spread like wildfire. He would go on to build India's first naval force, guarding the Konkan coast with a fleet of warships. He reclaimed over 300 forts, turned them into military masterpieces, and established a standing army that answered not to foreign powers, but to the people. He was crowned Chhatrapati in 1674. But unlike kings who saw coronation as the height of power, Shivaji saw it as a promise to serve, to protect, to uphold Dharma. He wrote letters to Aurangzeb, not as a subordinate, but as an equal, with dignity, with reason, with fire. His words were as sharp as his sword. He refused to bow. Even when captured in Agra under Aurangzeb's watch, Shivaji masterminded a legendary escape. Hidden in fruit baskets, he fled North India and returned to Maharashtra, not defeated, but defiant. And when he passed in the 1680, the earth itself seemed to grieve. But his spirit didn't die. It lives in every tale of valor, in every freedom fighter who stood up to tyranny, in every Indian who believes in Swarajya, in self-rule, not just politically, but spiritually. Because Shivaji Maharaj was not just a king, he was a philosophy. He taught us that true leadership is not about ruling land. It's about uplifting lives. That courage is not loud, it's focused. That faith is not blind, it's forged in sacrifice. His life was a bridge between myth and man, between legend and leader. Shivaji Maharaj's journey reminds us, you don't need an empire to be great, you need conviction. You don't need an army to start a revolution, you need purpose. This is Chronicles of Spirit. Subscribe and follow for more stories of courage, legacy, and the fire that shapes destiny.